Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I was just going to do a little Cephalotus care video. We're down in my Cephalotus area here, which is actually new to me. I put this together last year, the year before, because the greenhouses, they were too hot in the summer and then too cold in the winter for them. So I wanted to get a more stable environment for these guys. So I turned one of the rooms in our house into a climate-controlled sort of grow room, strictly with just lights and stuff. But I wanted to go over just a bit of temperature and then a bit of watering for you guys on these guys. My collections are all sort of mixed up and discombobulated. There's all kinds of different cultivars here and there and sort of everywhere. But yeah, basically I grow in the tray method. And in the trays, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, I have wicking mats, and that's how I water them. So when it's dry like this, I'm going to put in about a liter of water down there. In the same room, I have got a couple big zero waters. These are like 54 cups or something like that. I'm just going to go over here and grab the pitchers of water. They're already ready down on the floor here. Other things I have in here is for my humidity. It is at 76.4%. No, it's not actually flashing like that. The camera is doing something weird to the lights. Those red LED numbers are solid for my eyes. We have a swamp cooler in here to maintain humidity. Yes, that might be scary for some, but the window's open behind me as well, so there's lots of fresh air coming in. Current temperature in here is 19 degrees. It's like 34 degrees outside right now. So it's just really just nice and comfortable in here. Swamp cooler's kind of blowing, mixing air around. But anyways, let's grab a jug of water and head back over and I will fill up one of the trays. Okay, back over to this first tray. And so as I say, it is gonna take about a liter. This is a 2-liter jug, so I'm gonna pour about half of it in here. So this water has a TDS of 0. And that's just going to wet that mat down there again. So there's a tiny bit of water and it's going to soak all up evenly. Without these wicking mats, I have a few that don't have it still down here. It's much harder to water. The water goes in the cracks. It doesn't flow evenly. If even with the shelf here, if it's on this side of the shelf but not on the other, the bars aren't quite level. So the water will like flow down. So I keep it very level that way. It works quite well. So yeah, they just Amazon LED lights. They work really well. I've had so many blooms this year. You can see them at the back there blooming. And there's one up here. The air conditioner just kicked off in the window, so you guys are gonna kill me for this, but I don't like to let them go to bloom. It takes too much energy out of them. So I always nip off the buds. And man, this year we had so many flower spikes. It was crazy. But yeah, so that's sort of my personal helis there. Some other stuff down here. Another big bloom. Sorry guys, I know this probably hurts you. There we go, that one's off too, because I just don't want them to bloom. And then there's some little stock plants coming up for sale as well, all over the place. So yeah, what else can I tell you here? So the temperature it's set to about 20. It never gets above 20 in here. The lights are on for 14 hours a day. At nighttime, it does have a cool down period. My air conditioner, I'm going to swing you slowly over, is just up here. It's just a little air conditioner because it's just a little room. I run it on one of these air conditioner thermometers. And so you can set it for like 4 different temperatures a day or whatever. So at nighttime, I have it actually turn on and cool down a little bit more in here. The air conditioner is only in here for the heat of the summer. And once the heat of the summer is done, which I don't know when that's going to be, I have got this guy here, which trades places with the air conditioner. So there's just a little tiny crack in the window, and it's still hooked up to the same temperature. So when it's colder outside, say in the fall, winter, spring, when it's like 15 degrees outside Celsius, I can pull in cool air as I need it with this thing, and that way it vents. Without the cooling, this room gets super hot. Now on the other side are my helianthores, but that's going to be for a different video. Bunch of sundew, stuff like that. AC just kicked on again. It likes to kick on when it's really hot outside. Other than using total, like the zero water to make sure I have no TDS in there, you can use an RO system to do the same. I found that our water is about 65 parts per million, and it didn't hurt them, but I just wanted to be extra safe with them. What else can I tell you? I do use a Maxi or a C-Grow formula. I just spray it in here with one of these guys every few weeks. And I don't know where my measure is. It's literally called a pinch or something like that. It's like a little measuring scoop that says like pinch. I don't know how much that actually is, but it puts this with a TDS meter to about 100 parts per million. And I just give it a little light misting. I try not to hit the media with it because the media likes to grow moss. Here where I live, everywhere likes to grow moss, and it works its way into everything. Probably the same everywhere, I don't know, but I'm always combating moss. Sometimes I'll put bark on the top of the moss to stop, or on the top of the medium to stop it from growing. The medium is really simple. It is just a peat moss perlite mix. There's nothing fancy in there. This is my test tray for Cephalotus. I am using the flourish stuff. I can't remember the name of it right now. I don't even want to remember the name of it. It's little black balls. But anyways, it's meant for aquarium plants. I really don't like it at all. I'm just doing maintenance here as we talk, pulling off a dead one. I really don't like it at all. It doesn't wick water up properly. I have to put extra water in the tray and kind of let it sit there. It honestly grows just as much moss as the peat moss does, maybe even a little bit more. I'm not sure why that is. With these guys, I have to keep a bottle like this around because the tray watering isn't enough, and I have to give them water like this as well, which is rather annoying. I try not to ever water the plant, so I just kind of go around the outside of the plants just to add extra moisture to the media in these ones. So, yeah, I don't like it. I wish I had a bag in here to show you it, but I don't. But anyways, it's from Flourish Stratum or something like that. But yeah, so this is where my Cephalotus are now. I tried them in many different spots. I tried them in the Highland greenhouse, and I found they were okay in the winter under lights, but then in the summer they started to crash a little bit because it gets to like 28 degrees in there sometimes, and they just didn't do well. They struggled in the summer. I tried them in my lowland, and they struggled in the summer there as well. They did good in the winter, but it seemed like every summer I would have a setback. So now there's been several years in a row with no setbacks, lots of divisions and stuff like that coming out of these guys now. All different shapes, sizes, everything. These ones up here were just repotted, and I can see like already, or I didn't put the moss, or where I didn't put the bark, is like crazy moss growing. I swear sometimes the batches of peat moss are different too, and they like grow it worse than other times. Sometimes it doesn't hurt anything at all, and next time it does. Like these guys down here, they are older, repotted much longer ago. I don't know when, I have to check the tag, but no moss. And then these guys here, moss. So yeah, what I was saying though is back to the fertilizing. When I spray them, and I just missed the traps. I try to get it inside if I can. If you only have a few Cephalotus, you could use something like this instead to actually, like, this just has water in it, but for demonstration purposes, you could just add something like this. Let's see where's one that's going to work for you guys. Put it in and put a little bit actually right in the trap itself. Not a ton, but that would also work. And that would definitely eliminate any of it hitting the water or any of it hitting the surface of the pot as well. So anyways, this is my Cephalotus area. And I hope you like this video. Hopefully you got a few tips to see how I do it and see what works for me. Again, I've tried top watering, I've tried bottom watering, but I find these mats. Let's have a look in this mat. So here's where we did water. It's just got a couple millimeters of water left in it now. So you can see the pots are just barely wet. They're soaking it up. And I'll do that to the rest of the trays once we are done this video. So I hope you like this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.